morning. This is possibly a bad way to start this vlog. I can hear my robot vacuum in the background. My husband is doing lights here. Hi, it's been a long time. And I just thought I would pop back on here because I actually have the time to do it. I'll tell you after. I'm gonna go on a long run this morning, but we found some childcare for Augie. So just a couple days a week, and one of those days is today, so I'm gonna go on a nice long run, which I'm really excited about because I always squeeze everything in. And Wes is dropping him off, and I'm just gonna have a nice, quiet, full day. It's his first full day in daycare, and yeah, I'm just like really happy about it. So I'll fill all of you in later about how it's all working, but I thought I would update you on my fall table because that was the last vlog. I'll talk a little bit more about ballet. I've read like 8 books recently, and they're like kids ones from like the ages 8 to 12 for my daughter, and for this Battle of the Books things that she's doing. And yeah, just a couple purchases, and then yeah, just get going. So let me do my run, and yeah, we'll chat. Okay, I had my long run, so it was long for me. The past 3 weeks, I haven't jogged. Wes was gone to LA for a week. Hold on, I'll put this down. Wes was gone, I was sick, and then it snowed here. And the snow usually melts. Like it snows here and then melts, and then the snow is permanent here in Southern Ontario. Usually in January, February, and then March it starts to melt. And so yeah, I just couldn't get out there. So I hadn't done 5 kilometers, like a 5K, which is my normal, in like 3 weeks. And so I had to build my stamina up again. So it wasn't like a straight 7K. I took a break and walked for a bit, but proud that I got back out doing that. I'm in my bedroom because I am halfway through organizing Augie's stuff. I'm actually going to make outfit packs. My friend and I are going to Nashville next week, which is so fun. We're going in the middle of the week, which is random, but we found really easy, like cheap tickets. So we're going to fly down there, go to New Flora for the day for the drop, which is super fun. And so I will vlog that, and it'll be so much fun. I'm excited. I'll show you what we get there. I'm excited to go to the store and see everything. And just like her and I, like she has 3 kids, I have 4 kids. We're like, we just want to sleep. So it's not going to be a crazy bachelorette type time. We'll be like, no, let's go to bed and read. Anyway, so I'm organizing this, so I'll do that while I chat with you. But otherwise, I have these books to show you. Let me show you my tablescape for fall. For Thanksgiving. So I think your Thanksgiving Americans is still coming up. It's next week in 2 weeks. It's pretty late, I think, this year. So hi, babe. So this is what my table looks like. I'll pop in a few pictures. I really liked how I did it. The flowers did not work out well. I had accidentally bought like half rotten flowers at the grocery store, which I was really bummed about. I really wanted it to feel more abundant, and it didn't feel that way. So I'm going to try again for Christmas. I just want it to feel a little bit more full. And I think it's pretty similar where people serve family style. So I want enough room for the dishes that we're serving, but I also want it to feel like really beautiful and luxurious. So I'm still working on that and then we're going to host for Christmas. So I'm going to try again. And I'm going to I really hope I can get the Pottery Barn 12 Days of Christmas plates on sale. Hopefully, I'm just keeping my eye on that. So I'll pop in what those look like here. They're just this really beautiful, whimsical plate. I've wanted them for a couple months now. And so yeah, keeping my eye on a sale for that. Ballet is super hard. I joined this ballet class, and I have a friend who has taken ballet all her life, and she's the one I'm taking it with. And I thought this would be more of an intro, but it's not really an intro. It's kind of like a refresh. So if you've taken ballet like your whole life, this is what you would take as an adult. And it's not like Russian level ballet. Like it's just like adult ballet, but like you just kind of have to catch up, right? And so there's a lot of learning that I'm doing, and I'm really tiring because it's like at the end of the day, and it's like hard to like learn how to do like a turnout, but it's really beautiful and it's really rewarding, and I'm getting better. So I just want to encourage you. It's hard, way harder than I thought, But yeah, you can do it if that's what you want to do. Hopefully you can find a class near you. So my daughter is I'm making her do Battle of the Books. So she, through the schools here, there's the public system. We're not in the public system. We're in a different system. So I'm not sure if the books are the same. But they have a Battle of the Books. And so it's just basically every school gets together with our system. These are the books that they use. And then at the very end, there's like a trivia. And whoever wins the trivia, like can name the characters, stuff that happens in these books, wins. And then you do a mini book report on basically on all of these. So Lux has just been stuck in graphic novels. And I know there's a lot of great graphic novels out there, but she's not reading those. She's reading like Babysitter's Club and like fun stuff. And I get it. Like I read like Archie comics. I didn't read anything great when I was younger. And so I also didn't have this opportunity to read really good books. And so I've decided, I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna make you do this, but I'm gonna read all of these with you. So let me go through them. And she's having a great time, and they're great books. So we're really happy. So the first book that we read was from the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler. And all these books were available at her school library. I bought them because I wanted them as part of my library. They're very carefully chosen books. And Poppy, for her to sit down and read is really difficult, but if I can get an audio version of some of these, I think she'd really enjoy it. And Kit is turning out to be a big bookworm as well, so I think he will also enjoy these. And this was one of my daughter's favorites, and then our friend's son is in the same group, and he loved this book, so I would recommend this for both boys and girls. It's about this girl who's the oldest of 4 boys. I think she's the oldest. And she's just like fed up. She's like, you know what? I've had enough. This life is boring. I'm going to run away to the Met, the Metropolitan Museum. And it's just a beautiful book. It's very charming. It's very old. I think it was made in the 60s. 1968 was when this won the Newbery medal. And so the language is a little bit different. So apparently that's, some of the kids have a tough time with that. But I would consider it like a really beautiful classic. I have had trouble with the language on something in certain books, like the Stuart Little. My son has a tough time. I've been trying to read that book to him, and he has a tough time going through that. We're doing Paddington right now, which he really likes, but the Stuart Little, I think I might have to wait for him. He's 6. So anyway, this book is really lovely. And then we read Earthquake Terror. And this was like a thriller. So you know those books, like we all have those books where it's like usually someone's missing and then you just can't put it down. Like this book was that for me, but it's about this boy who is on an island camping with his family and his sister. And his parents had, like he's 12, his parents had to go in for an emergency and they'll be like, I'll be right back. And then an earthquake happens. They're separated, like just chaos after chaos after chaos. You won't put it down. It's really good. It seemed like I was worried that my daughter would think he was scary, but she didn't at all. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. The boy I was telling you about, who's also in this group, hated this book. It's just like, and I don't know why I have to ask him about it, but I thought it was great. I thought it was so interesting. The next book, this is Among the Hidden, and this has this kind of dystopian story behind it, and it relates to population control. So this is not my favorite. I don't like dystopian stuff. I don't like what the world might become. I find that kind of depressing. But my daughter really enjoyed this one. And this is a part of a series. So there's a lot of books like this. Apparently the second one is a little bit violent, but my school has these and the kids enjoy them there. I read A Single Shard. This one was my favorite. This is a historical fiction. This is set in Korea, and it is set around the Celadon, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, pottery, and just the making of that and the history of that. I love that so much. It's a beautiful book about an orphan boy who eventually gets into this industry and just tries to find friendship and family. So beautiful book, very nice. My daughter hasn't read that one yet. And then Because of Mr. Terupt, I think this might be the most popular one. My sister told me about this. She's a teacher in the public system. And she loved this book. I love this book. Lux loved this book. The boy in the group I was telling you, he loves this book. I bought all of them. There's 4. There's a series. So there's Mr. Terupt Falls Again, Saving Mr. Terupt, and Goodbye Mr. Terupt. And this is centered around 7 kids: Peter, Jessica, Luke, Alexia, Jeffrey, Danielle, and Anna. and they are just like grade 6. It follows them from grade 6 to grade 8, and they just go through tough situations, and then kids, like normal kids, tween like situations, and it just follows their development throughout those years and their relationship with their teacher, who has been just an important person in their life. So highly recommend these. I read all of these in a weekend. They're really good. And yeah, really cute. Last one, I haven't read this one, but apparently everyone who reads it loves it. It's called Coo, and it's about this girl's relationship, like friendship with pigeons who raise her, and that's where I stopped reading it. I have this thing, like Ratatouille. I'm like, they shouldn't be in the kitchen. These are rats. They should not be in there. They should, like, this is not cute. This is not adorable. This is gross. And I feel the same way with these pigeons. I'm like, they're saving this girl, and I'm like, I just can't get my head around it. But I've been encouraged by the librarian. She's like, no, you have to read it. It's really cute, and everyone loves it. It's huge. This is the one everyone's scared of, and I don't know any of the kids who have read this one yet. So, but apparently it's beautiful, and we're gonna give it a try. And yeah, for the sake of the Battle of the Books. So those are, yeah, what we're doing. I have a quilt. I think I'll show you tomorrow. I'll vlog a little bit tomorrow when Augie is here, because I have too much stuff that I've tried to do today. Like, you know, when you feel like, oh, I'm all caught up, and then I'm like, oh, actually I forgot about 3 things, and now I'm immediately behind. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get everything organized for Wes. So when I leave, we have the cleaner coming, so the house will be clean and hopefully organized for him. He does the meals anyway, but like getting all the kids' clothing where they need to be. They've been in baskets all week because I just haven't gotten to it. But making sure they know where their stuff is, like ballet stuff, gym clothes stuff, and then Augie has his stuff for daycare. So I'm just trying to get on top of that. Yeah, so let's keep going with that. So I'll show you before and after, because I started while my mic was charging. But he has all of his clothing in this, whatever these called, cupboard. Anyway, and it's just kind of overflowing. Like, I just keep adding things because we changed season, and I'm taking out all the 18-month stuff and just organizing all. So far, I have this whole side that I'm going to send to Once Upon a Child to hopefully get some money back for it. But otherwise, I still like swimsuits and stuff that are probably too small. Yeah, 12 to 18. So he is 18 months next week, but he's in 24-month 2T stuff. So that's what I have for him in here. And it's just, yeah, just about getting that ready. So I found someone, like a 2-minute drive from me, who has an at-home daycare. And she could take Augie a couple days a week, so I could do stuff like housework, like not just housework. I don't know. I find having this house and organizing this house really challenging, and just I'm trying to create systems where everything gets a little bit easier. So there's that. There's the constant managing of that. I really want to focus a lot of my attention on helping my kids. Like, doing this Battle of the Books thing has been really good. And helping them with their strengths and weaknesses. So I really wanted the time to do that. And just some time to myself to just get errands done, to do appointments. These will be appointment days when I can take my kids to the doctor and I don't have to lug my son around. I was talking to this mom of 5, and she was like, the lugging of it, like bringing a toddler everywhere with you is so challenging. And so I'm really happy that I have a few days where I don't have to do that lugging, and it's just fun days for him because he has some friends, and it's just errand days for me where I can just do stuff without the lugging. So excited about. I might take a course. I'm back volunteering at the library. This week felt a little bit busy because yesterday I volunteered at our school library, but then I also volunteered on a school trip that the teacher needed last minute, which I haven't committed to any school fundraising or school trips because I have my son, and there's like very particular things I can bring him to. And this was a concert, so it's like a symphony, and they do this really beautiful show for the kids, and they needed more supervisors. And I was like, oh, my son's in daycare now, like I can do this. And my daughter was so happy I went with her class. And I sat with her and listened to beautiful music, and I was like so happy that I could do that with her, and yeah, help out at the school, which is what I wanted. Just doing the volunteering that I really like, seeing those people again. I went into the staff room yesterday and chatted with like the teachers and all the EAs and like who are also moms and stuff, and I'm like, this is so nice to be back here and in this space again. So I'm really happy that I'm doing it. I've always had a tough time with daycare. None of my kids were in daycare. Kit was in daycare for maybe 4 months with someone who was going to have a baby, so it ended into her maternity leave, and then we just never did it again. And I'm just like, Wes really encouraged me. He's like, you need to take a break. You need to have some days that are just your own. If you want to take a course or do something that's like learning a skill, like you should do that. So that's what we are going to do. I haven't put too much thought into it because I just don't feel like it's real. We were supposed to have someone come in and help us with that and meals, but they just had this really sad tragedy happen, and so they obviously couldn't help me out. And so I'm like, okay, like I would love help, but I just can't rely on anything. So this one I'm really hoping that it will work. So he's gonna be there a couple days a week, and yeah, and it's so close, and this lady is so lovely. I'm so happy and lucky, and I feel like it was meant to be to find her. Hey.
Are you getting B-roll?
No, I'm chatting while I fold.
Oh, okay.
What do you need?
I'm just gonna go to Home Depot.
Okay.
And grab a hook for the wreath. I think I know what I need.
Okay. Wes is doing Christmas decorations, and he's doing permanent Christmas lights. He's installing those. And then we're gonna do a wreath because we're very into Christmas.
And window frames.
And window frames.
And talking trees.
And talking trees.
No.
We went to this, what was that called?
The light show at the corner.
We went to a light show, and they had the music time with Christmas lights last year. And Wes just walked around and he's like, and he's like, I can do this. We probably won't do music this year, but I think
no, that's kind of obnoxious, the music.
Yeah.
But maybe one day.
Maybe one day. So, some of my favorite sleepers that I've enjoyed, which I can't find on their site anymore. I'm not sure if they're not selling them. But I've had these Jamie K ones, which extend. So this is like a folded part. This is the seam, this cuff. And so you can fold it up and fold it down. And I was just I have 3 of them that I'm donating because he's just growing out of them now. And this one was a 12-month one. He's 18 months and he fit into this until now. And then, yeah, these 2 are both 1-year ones. Yeah, they're both 12. They're all 12. This is 6 to 12 and this is 1-year ones. And they lasted so long and they're such good quality. And he wore them like crazy. These were the ones where I'm like, they're plain. And so I would just keep him in them. And then I would just pop a sweatshirt over top or something. And and this is the smaller version. So I think you can tell the color difference, how much I washed it. But yeah, I just checked their website and they don't have it right now. So hopefully they get that back because these are great quality. Like they're thicker, which is really nice going into winter. I love those. And then I really love this pair overall. It's so cute on him. And this was a part of like a mystery bag. So I highly recommend those. Yeah, really enjoy those ones. I have the Carter's ones too. They're not as cute or thick, but they're still nice. Okay, so I have outfits, I have pajamas, and now I'm just gonna put all of this away and donate all of the rest of this. All right, so I don't know what to do with these. These are long sleeve t-shirts. I only have 4 of them. And bodysuits. It's all my garbage. And then this is what, remember the before? I need to sweep. This is the after. So this is pajamas. So I pulled out a couple I had from storage. I have the sets on this side. They're these like cute animal ones from Carter's. I have 2 sets of those. So I have sets on that side, and then these are 1 pieces on this side. It's not going to stay that way. This is all socks. This is sets, but it needs to be bigger. So these are really easy. These have a top and a bottom. These are sweatshirts and sweaters. And these are like knitted one pieces. And then these are pants. And then in the back, I have t-shirts because I won't use those as much, but they're a good layering piece if I need them. So there, that feels a lot better. I'm going to take those things downstairs and yeah, look for some bigger baskets. All right, I just changed my mic. Hopefully you caught everything I said when I was doing my sorting. So this is the Dawn dress. This is their $100 dress. And I think the biggest difference is they don't do the quilting on the top, and maybe something else, I'm not sure. But I love the colors. They came back in cotton with these. The last time I bought one of these was a black floral petite version, and the sizing is completely different. I'm 5'3", so I'm kind of in between, and I prefer how the regular sizing of the Dawn fits me, and that's this one. So yeah, I've talked about that before. I'm like, I don't know if the Dawn is for me, but I think the regular sizing is, and I just love this. They did another $100 dress, but they were not natural fibers, which I didn't, so I was kind of bummed about that. But I did get another new Dawn earlier, but and then I'll show you in a minute. And then this one, which came out as like with their Christmas colors, and I just love the green. I almost got the red. There's like red, but I thought it had a bit too much pink in it for me. And this is just practical dress. I love, that's why I had such a love-hate relationship with them. So like, I don't think this is good on me, but it was the petite sizing. And, but I just loved wearing them because they're so practical. So I'm really happy with how this looks. You can see the tag is still on there. And then I'll show you my other ones. And then I got the Saunders, which is the long sleeve version of the Dawn. And I just love this plaid. I really like plaid and stripes as a print for winter, and I just think it's long lasting. I do think this fits big, and it said that in the reviews, and they're like, go down to your normal size. And I should have gone, yeah, I didn't want to do an extra small. I was like, that just feels like it's gonna be too small on me. And I have like a medium in the Kelly, so I'm like, okay, I think my normal size is a medium, and so I went down to a small. I'm like, I could have easily gone down to an extra small, but I do like how this fits. I just think it could have been a little bit snugger. But it's so nice. And I don't have a lot of long sleeve dresses, so I thought this would be nice for now, for volunteering and for church, and yeah, just a classic shape. I've never tried their long sleeve ones. I've tried like the Lincoln, which is strapless, like the spaghetti strap, and then the Dawn, and then yeah, this one, and then the Dahlia. Like they've had so many different versions. So really happy with this one. I love the gray blue plaid. And then this one I was the most excited about because I just love the print. It's this really pretty strawberry, so cute. But I was most disappointed in it because it's pretty sheer. And I was looking at all the reviews because I was like, this looks sheer, it looks light, it's a summer dress, right? It came out in the summer, so it makes sense that it's light. And then I couldn't find anything because all the Dawn reviews are all in kind of one. And they do say like which one you're looking at, but nothing mentions sheerness. So I have to figure out how to do a lining in the skirt. I don't mind the top being sheer because I can find like nude bras and stuff that work well. And I do have shorts on right now, which work, but I just find that more irritating to put on an extra garment. So a slip or shorts, I don't want to do it if I don't have to. And this dress is supposed to be easy breezy, so I'm gonna figure out how to line it properly. Otherwise, I just feel like I got some really practical everyday dresses. The Dawn is so good for that. So yeah. And then I'm gonna show you my Jillian Stevens Sadie. I got it in black, so it went on sale at one of the boutiques. All right, the sun came out, so hopefully we can take advantage of that. It's so dark today. This is the Sadie. So this is a cotton boucle dress. It's so hard to show you details of black. Let me see. You can see it. It's a beautiful weight. It feels heavy, so it's really nice for this weather. And this is a size 3, so it's bigger than what I normally do, but I can also roll the sleeve up. But I just love it. I wore the ivory one yesterday on that concert field trip. They're so comfy. It's so nice. It's very like loose, but also like chic. Like I just love it. I think because this one is a little bit more oversized, the accessories save me, which I'm wearing 2 different metals, but I think having a nice necklace moment is helpful with a lot of black. But yeah, just the comfiest things I've been wearing lately, both colors. The black more so because it is just, I don't have to think about it. So yeah, so those are my new purchases. I'll end the vlog there today. We are baking for the school fundraiser this weekend, so maybe I'll put in some shots of my kids doing that. That's gonna be our after school project today. It's gonna be chaos, but I just got like cake box mixes, so it won't be too bad. The fun is in the decorating for the kids, and it's for this like cake room where the kids win cupcakes or cakes, and it's a really fun way for my kids and me to get involved in that, and that's this weekend. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow with Augie, and I was showing you my quilt update and anything else that I have been not updating you on. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It is the next day. We got our cupcakes. They weren't beautiful, as you saw. It was more of a fun thing for the kids, and it's for other kids. So I think if they have some cakes that are really fancy that they bid on, and I think it would be lovely to get to that point. Organized enough. Lux really likes decorating, to do one of those one year, but for now we were just trying to make sure there was enough goodies for the kids. I think I just showed you footage of Wes doing the Christmas lights outside. So he rented a lift, and his dad is here to help him put those up. And that's a really fun project. I was trying to think of other things that I haven't updated you on recently. And I remember when I was like, oh, I love these little quilts. And this is like a really fun project to do applique. And I think it was this one that I was gonna do. And I've never failed so hard at something where I'm like, I literally could not get started. I started cutting out all the pieces for it, and they're so small, and I just don't have that fine motor skill to physically do one piece, like one stitch. I've never failed so hard at something. So that's something I'm gonna put away for maybe another time when I can build up that skill. So I remember I was talking about how I wanted to have a quilt in my front room, my sitting room. So that's gonna be put on hold. I think everyone's doing a tapestry right now, so that'd be kind of cool to find. But that is, yeah, unfortunately something I'm not doing soon. And then there's another thing, knitting. I have not put any more time into knitting. I really want to. For some reason, that motivation has left my body. And I'm just focusing on like Christmas stuff now. And with that, this is a Jane Austen quilt. So I bought this quilt kit, which came in this handy dandy box, if you can see. And because it's an anniversary of Jane Austen, Bluebird Patterns in I think collaboration with Riley Blake, yeah, have made like a whole bunch of fabrics that are like Emma. This one's Emma, like inspired by different movies by Jane Austen. And so you can buy some of the quilt kits, and I bought this one. And then I bought, so this is the A to Z Jane Austen panel quilt. So it's a panel, and you cut it apart, and there's different like letters. So A is for A to Z, A is for Austen family, you know, that kind of thing. So that's what I have behind me. I bought 2 panels, and then I bought some leftover fabric from someplace. I'll put it all below where I bought, what I bought and where. And so I'm making 2 of these quilts. I'm making one for my sister, which is the one that you see behind me, and I'm making one for myself. The one that comes with the pattern, all the blocks are different, but for my sister, I've done all the blocks the same, which is the same block as J for Jane. Yeah. So I made them all the same because I wanted to give this to her for Christmas, and I wanted to finish in time, and I'm really liking the results. I'm down to this one last block, which I have to make. It's a heart down here. You can see that one. And then I have to do the sashing. And then the background, I think I'm gonna do Liberty. And yes, I will get it done. My sister has her long arm business up and running, and she says she can help me out and get it done in time. So let me show you some close-ups of it. I think it's really beautiful. You'll see some of the mistakes I made with cutting out the panel. Like, it's very fussy. All right, so you can see that patterns are all the same. And yeah, there's like points, like I'm gonna have to redo this one because this whole thing is supposed to be like turned into a book, the panel is, but they made a quilt pattern out of it and it just wasn't enough room. And so I think that was the only one that I was really bothered by. But I just think they're so beautiful. Gardens, the flowers, embroidery. Yeah, and then they sell, yeah, some Jane Austen fabrics, like cool colors and warm colors, and I bought a leftover batch of each. And there's a couple quilt kits. So I thought this was fun. My sister is a big Jane Austen fan. So yeah, so that's the quilt, and I will get that done before Christmas for sure. But this is where all my energy is going after my trip to Nashville, and I get all my Christmas shopping done. All right, so that's where I'm gonna leave the vlog today. I will show you my new flora thing. I will have more time now to dedicate to vlogging, along with just the balance of everything else that's going on. It just got to be too much with adding vlogging in. So I will see you next time, and you'll see what my trip to New Flora. It's gonna be so much fun.